Look at him, saggy titties on him. I wonder
See,
if
he knew he was going to respond.
He knew he was going to respond. Boom!
Oh!
Right on the chin. That was like a check right hook.
So what if it's real? So what if I load it and shoot it and kill? It's nothing I feel. She sucking my dick, I'm gripping that wheel. Oh, 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 oh. What I say, she gon' do what I say.
And we're back.
Oh shit, we're back. Fuck yeah. Whoa, that was loud. It's alright, we'll just bring it down in the editing.
Yeah.
How you been, man?
I've been good. I mean, I've been alright.
Yeah.
I've been MIA for like what, a month now?
Bro, you especially, and then us, and then even the person that we actually wanted to try and interview this week or next week.
Yeah.
We've just been getting shat on.
Yeah.
So I had a series, just a list of injuries, and then you had your uni exams. And so we were trying to get whatever we could get done in that moment. But I was like, pretty much, you're coming to the end of your uni days. So I was like, fuck the podcast.
In the end of my uni, after I finished my exams, I got stuck in quarantine as well.
Yeah, well, that's where I was going. So you got stuck in quarantine. So how did that happen though? Like, what did you? Who did you touch?
Big brother government. Yo, is it a bit loud?
Is a little bit
Okay,
loud.
that's
It's a
fine.
little loud.
Keep it down.
It's a little loud.
Yeah, big brother government got me, bro.
How's that? That seems a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. The government got you, bro. So what happened? Tell me, walk me through.
Yeah,
it.
so Brenda used to live with her sister and her sister's boyfriend, and they just recently moved out to King's apartment complex, that place where they found the positive case.
That's fucking
Yeah.
rough.
They literally just moved there, and they went back last Sunday to go grab some stuff. No, 2 Sundays ago to grab some stuff from her old house. So her place became a tier 1 exposure
And they
site.
just cunts came through the roofs, the windows, just
Yeah.
crashed in like on Monsters Inc., bro.
Exactly, bro.
and
And they made me stay home for 2 weeks, and they threatened me with a fine of up to $20,000 if I
20
broke.
grand if you broke it.
I mean, they say up to. I don't really know the specifics
almost
of it,
half my
but
yearly wages, bro.
yeah. But that's how they scare you, bro. They're like, we're gonna give you a fine for 20K. You better stay home.
Fucking hell. Yeah, 100%. So, what? So, but you two weren't allowed to quarantine together.
So what happened was, so they called us on the Monday, right? And I had an exam on Friday. So I quarantined at home at first because I had to do my studying and all that shit. And then we asked them if I could move over, and they let me move over.
To her
Like
place?
a weekend, to her place, as long as I didn't like stop by anywhere else.
Got you. Yeah. And so you were there for 2 weeks?
So I was there for a week, and I was here for a week.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. And they buzz up your apartment. They give you calls and shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I figured they would be doing
Yeah.
that because they were giving me calls and stuff when I was traveling interstate.
Right. WA.
Both sides were calling me and stuff like
Oh,
that.
really?
So,
Both sides?
Both sides. So I can imagine, like when I went out for when I was out for New Year's, bro, and I was getting emails and stuff like that. You got to be home and blah 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 blah. This time and this time, I was like, fucking hell. But yeah, right. So a week piece. How did Bren go for the 2 weeks, bro?
We didn't do. I'd love to say that we fucking worked our ass off, read books and shit, but we just did a bunch of nothing.
Did you just get stoned?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Right,
Oh, dude, I restocked like the day before they got the call.
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
that's
couldn't
right. You
move.
messaged me like,
Fucking hell.
fuck. I think I sent you a message like, I'll shoot one on the end of on the end of an arrow from the river, bro.
Yeah. You know what she got me doing? Because she does body fit. You know what body fit is?
Yeah. It's like hit.
Yeah, hit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was doing that every day, and fuck, bro, I forgot how much of a pain hit is.
How long has she been doing that for?
Oh, a long time. She's fit as hell.
Yeah, no,
That's what I was gonna get to.
Was there a transition? Because she's always been fit and healthy, but in the it seems like in the last 6 months she's put more of an emphasis.
Yeah, so she's doing this 12-week program, 12-week challenge. They have a challenge going on there. I think like the first place gets 10 grand or some shit, bro.
Yeah, well, no,
crazy,
fucking
right?
hell. Yeah, they ain't playing around, bro.
But yeah, so I would do a 30-minute hit workout, and she'd be like, nah, she's got to get her points up.
Yeah.
So she'd do another one and I'm like, bro, no, I'm not doing another one with you. I'll just be stretching at the side here.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah,
That's sick. No, good on her, man.
Yeah, and I got her to drill with me a bit, but
That guy.
That didn't go so well.
I know, bro.
Yeah. Didn't get the proper reactions, you know what I mean?
No. You've been sitting there like,
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, but that's how we cooked, we watched some shows, we did hit workouts. That's pretty much our everyday.
You just didn't fall apart.
Yeah,
Just
no, it didn't fall apart.
Yeah. Me and my ex, we were nearly gonna kill each other at one point, bro.
We were eating good food though, so yeah.
As in like like healthy-ish.
No, like good tasting food. No
Good
health.
taste. Yeah.
Health went out the window during quarantine.
Yeah, no, fuck it. That's like when we were rolling the other night. I was like, hey, if someone was in quarantine.
Yeah. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
yeah.
It's bad.
And then
Man, I wasn't getting fucked, but my body was just not having it on Monday. My first session back, I just wasn't feeling it.
bro. All right, so we were drilling together, right?
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to actually say this to you that night. When I went and we had our round, and it was just a chill round.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went and we separated, obviously. After that second round, when I came back and I saw you on the bench, bro, excuse my neck, your hair was fucking everywhere. Still wasn't sweating yet.
Yeah.
You were sweaty. You were, and I was just like looking.
Did you see who I rolled
with?
with?
What happened to you? No, who'd you roll with?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Second roll, I don't know. I rolled with Drazen though, big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I spent a lot of time bottom. People were just passing my car. I'm like, bro, what is this? Oh my god.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
You're one of those cats too, I feel, where it's like if they're getting an advantage on you or whatever, they're gonna run that shit.
Yeah.
Cows come home, bro.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was stuck at the like bottom half guard, and oh my god, the pressure was just immense, bro. It was using all his weight. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What you been up to, bro?
Man, I've just been I've just been learning about tax and income and everything.
Investing and all that shit, huh?
and all that, more investing and all that sort of shit in the last 2 weeks. I'm not investing in anything. I don't have cash or anything like that, but I just need to increase my financial literacy because I'm 26 now and I will be behind otherwise. And that's fine if people want to be behind, but the people that I got around me and stuff like that, if I'm behind, I'm just going to get dropped.
Yeah.
That's just the way that's going to work. You know? So,
yeah, it's always good.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so you've been reading books on investing and shit, huh?
Yeah, books. But not just that. I've been essentially learning how to learn it. So it's like even you want to learn about I didn't even know about negative gearing.
Yeah.
I knew positive gearing. I didn't know about negative gearing on a property, and it's just paying down the interest, not the loan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not even to even know what that is. You have to go right into it. If you don't even know what that is or that it's a thing, you're not going to ask the question.
Yeah, because they don't teach you
Right?
this in school. They teach you this in union. That's only if you take these business and commerce subjects.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to learn? You're going to have to go out of your way to get a book or go on YouTube and learn all this shit.
100%.
Yeah.
And the thing that scares me, the thing that I'm woke to now, I guess, is that the trick is you have to keep your money up with inflation and taxes. So a lot of people, when they retire, they think they've got retirement, but they don't because they're not keeping up the money that they have invested or their returns or their dividends or whatever, however their passive income and everything's coming in with the pension and stuff.
Yeah.
It's not keeping up with tax and inflation. So and we're living longer now too. So when people are retiring at 60,
Yeah.
by the time they're 70, so we'll put in inflation, right? So say you're 60, you retire, you're getting pension and coming from your investments and everything you're getting, we'll say $1,800 a month or some shit like that, right? In 10 years' time, they're going to be having to withdraw more, probably withdraw from other investments and stuff like that in accounts because it's drying up due to inflation and taxes.
Yeah,
now they're withdrawing more, and then the cost of living has gone up. So now that before you might have been able to put $500 away, now you for a trip or whatever, now you're not.
Yeah. If you keep your money in the bank,
And
that
you might
usually
live for another 15.
Yeah, that usually won't cover the rate of inflation.
No,
you're just burning money at that point.
Yes, but I'm not talking about money in the bank. I'm talking about people who have investments and everything, and they're for their retirement, they're dipping into, say, we'll call it a superannuation, like dipping into your super. But because of inflation and taxes and all that sort of shit, that super is worth less.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But you think when you go to your accountant or your financial advisor and they give you a projection, but it's wrong now.
Yeah.
And I think that's imagine retiring and then having to go back to work after 5-10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me about Barefoot Investor. He breaks down the super thing pretty.
Yes, yeah,
pretty well.
he breaks that one down really well. But I'm on a mild military pension, so I don't get super.
Oh,
That's the other thing.
That's how it
I don't
works.
get. It's not from taxpayers' dollars either, so I can get fucked.
Got
If I'm not on it, yeah.
Got you.
I got no super.
Are there anything you have to do to ensure you still get the pension?
No, I got that shit for life, man.
Okay. It doesn't matter anymore, right?
I can come off of it, and then if I go, oh no, and I can go, they'll put me back on it, man.
Got you. Why would someone want to come off of it?
I used to want to. Dude, I was 21 when I started getting it. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be out of the army. I didn't want any of that. And then I had all these people going, oh, why don't you want to take it? Because I actually wasn't getting the pension for the first little bit when I got out, and I didn't believe that I had so much arthritis and stuff like that, and I was working 3 jobs. 6 months later, it all fucking hit me. I couldn't have a social life, and I got even more depressed because I couldn't even physically train at that point. And then the pension stuff started coming in. I was working, we're really side noting now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I was working even on a pension, which is what most people wouldn't do anyways. I was scaffolding, retail, getting the pension, and training, and my body was just fucking...
Do you get a pension regardless of if you get injured or not?
No,
I'm not sure.
No.
Oh, so only... Okay, gotcha.
Only if... Because what they're doing... What a lot of people don't understand with that sort of stuff, or when any company or whoever compensates you, is they're not just compensating that initial injury or whatever. They're actually compensating... does it affect your sex life? Does it affect you mentally? Does it affect how you socialize? Can you go out as long? Can you walk as long? All that other shit that as a young man they put you really high up on the points for. You know what I mean? So I'll never lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Got you.
But I digress.
Back to
investing and everything. I've just been figuring out on what, because I didn't even understand tax, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still not. It's
I mean,
very
it's
complicated.
understandable.
Tax is really complicated.
Yeah, because no one
bro.
teaches you that shit.
Yeah.
You literally have to go to uni to learn that
But
shit.
I feel tax is that complicated that even if you're at the top of the game, you still got to use people who know tax.
Yeah, because you have to know what the legislations are and how to minimize your tax and all that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And they don't want you to skimp on tax. That's what they don't teach you.
What blows my mind as well is the little guy, us or whatever, doesn't want them to skimp on tax either. That blows my mind, because if you were in that position where you're getting all that money, why the fuck would you want to kick? Why would you want to kick 30% or more to the government for them to put money towards people who aren't doing shit?
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm going to turn on the light because it's got a bit dark.
Yeah,
Sun's
right,
gone. All right, we're back.
So my point, pretty much just wrapping all that up, is I've just been, because I do I've got ideas of what property and stuff I want to put my money and shit like that towards, because another quick thing is I personally think that they're trying to, or inadvertently they're going to get rid of the middle class at a certain point, which essentially means everything's going to stay at the top and everything at the bottom is going to stay at the bottom. And due to inflation and taxes, unless you have property or something physical, you're not going to be able to get back up from here.
Gotcha.
And that's what I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah. I mean, if that motivates you, that's good. That you think
That's what I think. You know what I mean? And I don't have any room this year for anyone. If you're 24, 25 or moving past that, I've got no time for sad boy shit, man. Or like, go find your purpose, man.
Yeah.
I don't care about your anxiety. I don't care about your fucking
I think everyone goes through that though, especially like 20s. I think that's what everyone goes through.
I think 20s is really hard. I think particularly early 20s for me and people around me and stuff is really hard, because you're expected to do adult things and look at the world in an adult's way, but you don't actually understand it.
Yeah, no one teaches you.
And that's why, excuse me, why is that on? And that's why I'm keen for my 30s, bro, because I'm a big believer that I think it's kind of like your 20s but done better.
Yeah. I mean, it depends too. 20s. Yeah, if you lay the good foundations on in your 20s, then.
Yeah, part of me wishes I started doing this 4 years ago, but
100%. But everyone wishes that.
But I gave aspects of it a shot. I went and got my real estate license after the army. I went and did a bunch of things and stuff like that. I got tickets in areas and just nothing really for me.
Yep.
You know.
How was your? Did you manage to get a real estate job and actually do that shit for a while?
Sorry?
Did you manage to like?
Nah, so I managed to score. I managed to score a gig. It was really competitive. I don't know how I got it. I've always interviewed well or met well or whatever. I managed to get a gig. I was getting groomed to sell riverside property in Brisbane CBD. Multi people rocking up with Ferraris on the shit.
Yeah.
And I got about. There was just so many social rules and stigmas and these people coming in with money expect you to be a certain way, right?
Right.
But I had one guy at one point that I was going to have to deal with. I was sort of taking some form of a lead. He was just a bricklayer, bro, multi-millionaire bricklayer. Okay. He owned a lot of bricky businesses and stuff like that.
Bricky bit, yeah.
I'm not rocking up to him in a 3-piece suit, bro.
Gotcha.
I'm dressing down for that.
Yeah.
And then people were against that. And then it's like flipped with, and it was just a mess. And I was a mess at it.
Yeah.
And I was that much of a mess, bro, that in my contract, it's like, you got to give, your 2-3 weeks notification, blah, 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 blah. They're only paying me $1,000 a fortnight.
Yeah. Some don't even pay you, bro. Some just pay you commission.
Some don't pay you. Some just pay you on commission, right? I walked up to my boss. His name's Dean. Really, like, good guy. Like, I didn't have a negative experience with people. And I walked into his office and he looked up and I just said, this job isn't working out for me. And he goes,
I
yeah,
agree.
I know. And then I was like, so what have I got to do? And he's like, no, it's okay. You can leave. Honestly, I just walked out.
Yeah.
And that was how and
That's
when I
hilarious.
left that building, bro, the relief that I felt, because whilst for people it can be an amazing job and this and that, the person that I had to be, whether I wasn't ready to be that person or that just wasn't me. So I just
I
just
got
walked
you.
away from that game.
Yeah,
bro.
with working, sometimes you got to put that
That
mask
was
on
my
as
one
well.
stab at the corporate world.
Yeah.
But in other news, fucking Joe Stitch him up Schilling, bro, out there as he says doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch the footage
Let's put
first,
the
and then we
footage
can
up.
talk about it, and
Yeah.
we'll put it up on the screen for you.
Yeah.
But Joe Schilling, ex-Bellator fighter, kickboxer.
Joe Schilling put American like kickboxing and Muay Thai on the map.
Yep. So you want to tell them what happened?
All right. So essentially, it's a video. It didn't look good for Joe. In my opinion, from the start. So there's a guy. The guy's clearly being drunk. You take one look at that guy and you just know he's a fucking schmuck.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
And then Joe came up behind him, but I feel like Joe had already deliberately chosen the path that was going to intercept him because there was a lot of space. To
He
the
knew it
guy's
was
left.
coming.
He knew it was.
He knew it was going to happen.
This is that thing when I said with Gordon, when I think Gordon knew what he was doing with Galval
yeah.
and gaslighting him into it, right?
Yeah.
So he catches him, gives him a little. So the guy falls into him. Joe catches him within the lat, sort of pushes him off to the side.
Yeah.
He tried to make out in one of his messages that it was like just nice innocent thing, but I
Yeah.
saw I've bounced as well. I know, like, I feel like I know what I was looking at.
Yeah.
But what I also knew what I was looking at and how long I followed Joe is this guy has done something.
Yeah.
I feel this guy had done something.
Yeah.
Anyways, he said some shit to Joe, pumped his chest out to him, and Joe cracked him with the right hand.
Yeah.
Look, whether it was the
let's
best
watch
choice
it.
or not.
Let's watch it.
Look at him, saggy titties on him. I wonder
See,
if
he knew he was going to respond.
He knew he was going to respond. Boom!
Oh!
Right on the chin. That was like a check right hook.
So he tried to check him. He went like, try to get Joe to flinch. and
Joe
he
to
just-
flinch? Yeah. So essentially, bro, the dude should have taken half a second to read what was on the back of Joe's shirt even.
And just look at Joe. He was.
I know!
Yeah, he looked
So
massive.
alcohol is involved,
Yeah.
obviously. But I heard that you or Stefan might have said that, apparently he could be pressing charges or whatever, right? What? Now, I do believe that Joe could have handled that differently. He could have swept him. He could have done so many things. But that guy would have just continued, bro. He would have gotten up off the ground. He would have continued being drunk.
I mean, I don't
You
know.
would have
That's
had
hard
to
to
have
say
gotten-
that though. You don't know. I mean, if you put him on the ground, he mounts him. There's nothing the other guy can do.
No, but we've seen it in the videos. Say this isn't what I think would have happened.
Yeah.
The guy will be drunk. He will just you can sit on him. He's going to keep talking because his
Got you.
pride and
Yeah.
ego has been
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
smashed, bro.
Yeah.
Might have had to get physical anyways, but he just cold cocked him, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So check out what Joe said about it. So little context. This guy's rapping like an idiot. The bus boy who happens to be black walks by, and this idiot bumps into him and screams out, "Me and broke N-word. We don't get along." Blah 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 blah. So he was saying that this guy was being racist and shit. And in the police report, it said that this guy comes to this establishment often, and he's
Gotcha.
always drunk, and he always creates trouble.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you. Yeah.
And like other patrons backed up the manager's claims
Yep.
as well. So apparently this guy
Apparently,
is notorious for it.
his ex's current partner or friend backed it up as well. But
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any.
I saw that.
legitimacy
You
to
sent me that on
Yeah,
Instagram.
I sent it to you because I wanted you to be skeptical about it too.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
know.
So there's this Joe posted. Is it Joe? Yeah, Joe posted the screenshot of this dude's ex-partner. Apparently, he used to abuse her and shit. But who knows? It can be just some random troll messaging him. And
The part that I do believe is the bar staff and the patrons there.
oh yeah, it's in the police report. So why would they lie?
Because the bus boy thanked him as well, apparently.
So initially the other dude didn't want to press charges, but then
Yeah.
I think he got embarrassed and shit, and then he decided to press charges.
Okay, so this is the thing that I actually wanted to know if it was happening. The issue that I have with guys, right, is if you're tough enough, one, to go to a bar and get drunk and run your mouth and all that sort of stuff, right? That's the exact reason why I don't go to a bar and do that, because I'm not going to get slapped up at some point, bro. Do that, and then also the audacity to be a racist fucking just a pig, bro. And then pump your chest out.
Yeah,
you
try-
get flattened, and now you want to
Or
get
press
him
charges?
how you know. Bro, that's just, I feel, whilst Joe could have done things differently, that's the world you chose to live in that time. it's more embarrassing for you as a man now to go and press charges, in my opinion.
So if you press charges, right, Joe's defense is self-defense.
Joe's
right?
defense is self-defense.
So
he has to stick with. No, he has to.
Do you think it'll work out for him though? I don't know about that, because just knowing that he's a kickboxer and he knows exactly what he's doing.
They'll have to do something, because they'll have to show if something happens, they'll have to do something, because they have to show the public that maybe even they'll find a way for the sporting commission to do something. But something will have to be done, because the public, they can't show the public, oh, you can just do this.
Yeah.
Right. Even though I disagree with that,
But you know, he just has to bank on the fact that the jury or whoever decides, or the judge buys that
this guy
he
is
went
a fuckwit.
for that little
And
feint,
Joe can say is, people can go, well, he's a fighter, he should know better. But you can counter that and go,
muscle memory,
bro. He's already in an altercation with the guy.
Yeah.
The guy, and Joe just reacted. And but that's that thing. What have I told you each time? When someone comes to get in my face, I throw my right hand down the pipe. I don't give them. I don't.
Yeah.
And I saw comments on my main thing touching on the guy pressing charges is I don't agree with it. If you want to go there, you wanted to go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would have happened if you had a flattened Joe?
Yeah.
You would have.
The thing is, this type of guy just seems like someone that's never been checked before.
That's my next thing. For him to do that, it's like maybe someone hasn't done that to him.
Yeah, if he's been doing that in that bar for a long time, then I'm sure no one's checked him before.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And he himself is a busboy for Outback Steakhouse, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a dish. Just you know what? Joe might not have made the poor guy having it. Where did that fucking camera come from? Maybe that guy was causing issues, and that's why someone was recording, because that didn't look like a normal in-house camera.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but the way Joe walked in and tried to go past him,
I feel like
he
had. I believe that he had been out having a smoke. And
yeah.
he'd come back.
He said that he was been staring him down.
Yeah, and rapping to him. And he was like rapping and stuff like that. And I can get when I was bouncing, I saw guys do that to guys like Joe on the regular.
Oh, really?
On the regular.
It's just trying to like
peacock on him, because they suddenly feel insecure because Joe walked in and he's the guy that could probably get the girls. He could probably, you know what I mean? Like, he's fucking 6 foot fucking 4 and like a world champion but yeah, it's just I see guys do that all the time, and it's just an insecurity in them. And the thing is, whilst Joe could have made a different decision, that fuckwit has created a scenario.
Yeah,
and then they're all in a position to be hauled over the coals.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't agree was with him just knocking him out cold like that. But I get
when
it.
He threw that though, I feel like the guy was doing. I believe the guy was doing shit because there was venom in that.
Right.
That wasn't like it. There was venom in that, bro.
Yeah. There was.
He rotated the shoulder.
Fast.
It was fast.
Hit him with like three shots. One?
One. It was.
See that again.
Yeah, he hit him with one, and it was a right check hook coming up. It was like a shovel hook, bro. Watch it. It's his right hand. He goes to swing left, but the guy's
he goes right
down.
straight.
Ready?
Hit him with the left
boom.
hook. There. Oh, he missed the second shot.
Yeah, he missed the second shot because the guy was going down.
Oh, that was bad, though.
out,
That's a
bro.
bad knockout.
That is
But
a bad
I don't know, man.
knockout.
Just the way how Joe
I'd
walked
be
in.
more embarrassed about the video content. If I was that guy, I'd be more embarrassed about this video content than getting knocked out.
That's why he probably decided to press charges.
Yeah.
He woke up, suddenly his phone's popping off. He's like, nah, fuck, I gotta get this guy back. And that's the only way we can get him back. That's literally the only way he can get him back.
The only way, but it's just so... He wanted to go there.
Yeah.
That's what I don't care if there's alcohol or drugs involved.
Yeah.
You chose to go out and do it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been crawling drunk, bro, and I've never been one to go, I'm going to punch that guy in the back of the head. I'm going to talk shit to that guy's missus. I've never been like that.
It takes a different type of guy, though. Like, to be that intoxicated and, like, bothering other people. You can be drunk and not bother other people. You can be super wasted and not be bothering other people.
As people said, he's done it so many times. I wonder it's just because of the society now. People can't or don't want to do what Joe did. Because there's so much red tape on things.
Yeah, and it's assault.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's, you know what blew my mind as well is which went against what I feel is people in the comments section were like, you can't do that to anyone who gets in your face. A lot of comments were like,
really?
You shouldn't do that to people who get in your face. Blah, 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 let it unfold. No way.
Nah.
That's how you plebs get stabbed, cut, hurt, get your shit
if
stolen,
someone
whatever.
flinches at you like that, then you gotta like it's self-defense. Yeah, it's 100% self-defense.
Anything if someone gets in my face, fuck
yeah,
that, bro.
Maybe not knock someone out, but you definitely have to defend yourself.
But you know what? Everyone's saying as well that Joe is he should have done this or that.
Mm-hmm.
His background is striking.
Yeah.
Matt Serra, his background is BJJ. Maybe if you switch them, they would go in those moments under stress and duress, whatever. They would go into that. But
that's true
Joe
too.
knows how to Joe was throwing his right hand before he was doing a double leg.
Yeah, and you saw that video of Matt Serra mounting that drunk guy, right?
Yeah, that's what I was using him as a reference, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That was hilarious. So Matt Serra is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. But he's an example of that, and I've got others, and then I've got personal ones that I've seen where the drunk guys don't stop. That you can put your knee on their neck, bro.
Yeah.
And they just won't.
Yeah.
Because you've hurt their ego, you know.
Yeah, you said you had an interesting question. What's up?
Wait, what's been your like honest thoughts or feelings towards us starting this project together, or like us coming in together for jiu-jitsu and this sort of thing? Like, but what's been your take early, like so far into it?
So far, I mean, obviously there's some challenges, especially after the first 7 episodes, but it's been good. It's been good. I've learned a lot. Yeah. And I think one of the things that we probably need to do better is social media. Yeah. And I think now that I have more time, I think we need to spend more time in creating content for social media.
I honestly just I've been looking at, I've sent you links. I've been looking at how people do certain camera things. I honestly just need to pull my finger out and start pointing my camera and shooting and doing shit.
Yeah. Because that's a different skill on its own.
But pointing a camera and shooting and just doing it is the difference between people who manage to get their numbers up to actually do something with their platform and people who don't.
Because right now we're trying to grow like just on YouTube, which is, you're not going to grow out YouTube with their algorithm and that's it. You know what I mean? We have to grow using Instagram and TikTok and that's another thing. I think TikTok is something we actually have to jump into right away.
Yeah, at least we understand how it works and the system of it and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I've researched and I've realized why some of the videos that I put out experimenting on TikTok didn't work and they're a little bit too long.
Gotcha.
So some have like, say one will have like 500 views or whatever and then one will have fucking 1.
Gotcha.
And it's too long.
Yeah.
People want that 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
Apparently how it works is once you post that video, it shows your video in a small sample, and if it gets the like watch time and the likes and the shares,
it'll put it into the main,
into another bucket.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
Buy that.
Yeah.
Right.
So regardless if you have like how many million followers, that's how it works.
Yeah. What's it been like for you personally working with me and things? Is it what you thought it was going to be? Is it completely different than what you thought? Am I for better or worse who you thought I was going to be to work with on things, or like what?
I didn't have that much of an expectation, to be honest with you.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because I just thought we were just gonna
chop
it up and see what happens. Yeah.
Got you.
But like I didn't expect us to get into like the technicalities of it.
How deep we're going with it.
Yeah. And we still don't even know where this channel is gonna go, like what type of content we want to post. But I guess
we're only just now starting to diversify with how we're going to be doing those shorter videos.
Because initially when I did it, I thought we were just going to fucking fuck around in front of the mics. But
I didn't even think we were going to be visual when I first went at it.
Like content creators, because that's another different beast. Like just talking on a podcast and creating content is 2 different things. So I don't know. We'll see. It's been fun though. We just you don't really get to talk to someone for like 2 hours straight head on with no distractions anymore.
I agree. I'm really glad that for me, and we hadn't actually been like that before. We'd vibed at training and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And bounced off each other. Now, were we main training partners just before? Because my main training partner for quite a while was Simon. But the biggest thing that I actually walked away from that one, no offense, Simon, is I've started getting too big. And this is before you sort of came on the scene and you're a bit
Simon's bigger than me, bro.
Is he bigger than you?
I don't know. He's stronger than me though.
No, he's isometrically strong. He's isometrically. He plays a clinch-based game.
Yeah. But no, I guess obviously with COVID, you were my main training partner.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is we got lucky that how we vibe off each other on the podcast, because we'd never actually sat down and had long conversations together.
Yeah.
We'd never done any. We've more so gotten to know each other through the podcast.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
Drilling and
that's pretty much what
That's
happened.
what prompted me to ask you that question.
Right.
Because it's not like it was two friends, like good friends who knew each other getting together. It's like we didn't really know.
It was just a good training partner.
That's
true. That's true. I never really thought about that.
Didn't know anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Because you don't really get to talk much during training.
No.
Like what? Just small talk in between rounds and shit?
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, because I just knew that we were good. Like I learned a lot from you, especially like wrestling and
in that initial there was initial burst there and stuff like that. You've definitely been putting together very well. But no. I still think there's heaps I can actually show you too, which is cool. But Yeah, but I saw. Well, obviously, we've been through and stuff like that. You were just like trying more and more and more and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
And coming in. For me, reversing the thing, doing this podcast with you is probably the smartest decision I've made next to my decision to come to Melbourne. So those two probably were the smartest decisions I've made in the last probably like half decade.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, just for the position mentally, it's helping put me in. It's kept me motivated. I've had to not necessarily responsibility, but it's like I'm co-hosting this or co-doing this with you and stuff like that. I have to be doing my upholding my end of the deal and whatever that is, and whether that's like staying up and I've got my mind on it. I'm like messaging you ideas like 1 or 2 a.m. and all that sort of shit, and then like that's what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's helped me get to a better place since I've been doing it, and from where I was like, it's pushed me a lot more onto a pathway of finding my purpose, man.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
It got you to do shit. To get up and do shit.
Got help get.
Yeah, I
me
actually
to get
noticed
up
that
and
as well.
Do shit because it's not actually easy.
Yeah.
Especially the editing is time consuming.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things you could rather be doing.
Yeah.
Instead of me personally, no, but that's just because I'm enjoying the fact that I've found. It's not just this. I'm applying this to other shit. You know that, but it's that I've found something that's going to do something for me, and I'm putting a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy seeing.
Yeah, I
noticed.
I noticed that about you as well. Like you got started with your website shit, and
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And now you're reading shit on investing. So
yeah, and I've got those things are just happening. I'm letting them happen slowly and piece by piece, and I want to do the rash guards and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like this has helped lead me into just how do I explain it? Understanding that I could do more and be more than what I was doing.
Right.
And I'd reached 25, 20. I'm 26
and all you got to
now.
do is just fucking do it.
All you got to do is fucking do
Yeah.
it. And I'm 26 now, and I would have been falling behind if I didn't do some shit.
Yeah. That's the thing, bro. That goes back to the whole COVID situation as well, because maybe if it wasn't for COVID, we wouldn't even be thinking about doing a podcast like this.
I agree. Because this is also showing me digital trending, like digital areas and all these other things that I can actually go into and make money on at some point.
Right.
I've just got to keep upskilling.
Yeah.
That's all it's making me upskill
exactly,
on everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're right. You just got
No,
to
we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but for the podcast itself, I think social media and creating content.
And the other thing is like with you being around you, or like you're doing your uni, which you've been, from what you've been saying and from what I've seen and stuff like that, you'd be killing. You've got your space and all that sort of stuff, and you're able to do your uni, do training, do this at times more because you've got the editing software here.
Yeah.
Maintain your relationship with your girl, and look at getting a job. Another job.
Yeah, that's
right?
the thing. That's something that's actually been stressing me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes and I've got my own issues and other things, but it made absolutely no sense to me as to why I couldn't do some shit.
Right.
Does that make sense? Bro?
Right.
All I had on my plate at that point once I broke up with my girl was training.
Yeah.
It's fucking easy for me to go to training. I can go to training drunk or high. I don't care. Sick,
you
whatever.
Can go high, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. It's been quite a while now, actually, huh? It's the mid of...
Yeah, it's
been a year almost.
Nearly a year, bro.
Almost a year, yeah.
3 more months. It's been a year. That's actually fucking...
Wait, our first episode was when, though? Feb?
Nah, first episode wasn't until like this year.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah,
early this year,
Yeah.
Oh, Feb. No. Yeah, early this year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another point I just want to make on it's just people just gotta like, I think people are just really frustrated, upset, and angry right now. You only gotta go on the internet to see that shit.
Yeah.
And it seems to be coming from like a lot of young guys. Like around our age and younger.
Yeah.
So it's like I just think there's less. I think a lot of guys right now, in particular men, just it's like the devil's. What's that saying? Idle hands make the devil's work, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think
that's true.
That
is when you feel anxiety and like depression the most, when you're doing nothing.
This has helped change my whole perception. Honestly, doing this and going to the other things has helped change my whole perception on anxiety and depression.
Got you.
I was getting fucking crushed by both of them the other year, man. Like, I've been getting like they'll smack me around a bit, and we've all got our own things like that. Some of that stuff will legitimately come from at times, but happiness is, Joe Rogan said, the best is like the fucking tide, bro. It just comes in and out, and that's with everyone. With people out there, and there's chemical imbalances, and it's out a little longer and all that sort of shit. I get it. But my understanding of it has changed because I just had absolutely no I was stuck in a shitty relationship, and I just had absolutely no purpose. I had
Yeah.
no drive for anything. Training was gone. So this time last year was probably, or was it a couple of months before this, was probably the lowest I'd been. Like I hit rock bottom much that time. I had to get one of the guys from the club. I was talking to him at like 3 a.m. Man, because I was just fucking like, I was done, bro. My whole perception on it's changed because even now when I wake up and I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna have a bad fucking day today, I just get all my shit.
Yeah, start working.
It's still in the back of my mind. I'm not feeling great, but I'm not thinking about how shit I can be.
Yeah, because you're doing something about it.
I'm doing something, and I know that this is putting me in a better position for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even if it's only even if my attention span on that thing can only go for an hour or 2 hours, that's way better than just going, you know what, I'm probably not going to be able to get much done in an hour or 2 hours, so I'm not going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I just think you can compound your depression very easily.
right,
And
right,
anxiety.
right.
Yeah.
I think, and I get like you're stressed about these things, but I think you're in a decent position, bro. Like you're upskilling shit, right? You're learning about all this shit now, reading the books and all that stuff. You're 26. You don't really have to necessarily worry about money because you
I
have
don't
your
have to worry about money.
right. So you can just spend the next like fucking 10 years just learning shit.
Just learning shit,
Yeah.
doing shit, and that's what other guys who
Like you don't have to. Sorry to
No,
interrupt, but you don't have a family to like think about. Like you
No.
don't have a kid to feed. So
no.
you're still 26, bro. That's nothing.
I need to dedicate this time like to me and upskilling myself and like helping the people around me like grow and stuff like that, and just see where the chips land in 4 to 5 years. You know what I mean? And I think they're gonna land way better than what they were gonna.
Like Gary Vee said, bro, we can fuck up for the next 15 years. We'll still be young, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So imagine if you didn't spend the next 15 years fucking up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, having kids not cheap.
No,
Bro, that's probably the biggest
not if
investment
you
you can
want to
make.
want them to do shit too.
Yeah, especially if you want to pay their college and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't a cheap kid because I wanted to do every fucking sport under the sun. And
Yeah, that too.
You know, everything.
That too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If I had a choice, will I raise my kid in Australia? Maybe.
You know, a
I
big
don't know.
reason why I'd raise my kid in Australia is purely just because of the healthcare system.
Right, I got to think about that too.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man, America's, well, you wouldn't get me. Unless I was a millionaire, you wouldn't get me over there rolling the dice on that.
I think the kids got to learn like this is not like this is the gold standard of living, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but you can.
You won't
see, here's the
appreciate
thing.
you won't
Nah,
appreciate
but
it
here's the thing.
unless go ahead.
I think you should take people should if they have the money and the means,
Mhm.
you should take your kid traveling as often as you can.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Every time.
But you know what? You actually
Get
do
them
have
to
the
see
means.
other cultures. Get them to see, you know, people who have made it, people who are broke on the street. Get them to see, help them see everything.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got to travel a specific way too. You can't just go to all these grandeur places, you know?
No. Like you could even go to Southeast Asia and show them, like, you know, like life is different in other
Yeah.
areas. But then there's the flip side to it as well. They have way less than what people in certain areas where we're from have, but they're so happy.
Right.
For the
Yeah.
most part, Thailand does have the highest rate of depression, but that was their. I
Side
think
note,
that was their
yeah.
whole opiate problem.
Right.
But
It's
yeah.
like Ronaldo was talking about his son where he brought his son to the house he grew up in, like this small ass place, and his son couldn't believe it.
Nepotism can be a killer, man.
Yeah. Because that's another crazy question. Like, if you're successful, right, how are you gonna, like, if you're someone like Ronaldo,
Yeah.
how are you gonna make sure your kid doesn't take all this money for granted? And you grew up poor. You grew up dirt poor.
You know what? You couldn't, but you and he's not going to have the same mentality as you are if you're like Ronaldo.
Uh huh.
But you can in the way you communicate with your kid, and I think you could make him. You could do a better job than if you weren't to fucking try. If you
Yeah.
does that mean like you can? I think you can get them there to the point where at the least they'll respect the people from the waiter to the CEO the same way. That's what you really want from them, right?
Yeah.
You want them to
Right.
see value and in all people. That's what I think that's what it is when we're talking about someone being humble or like really arrogant and whatnot. I think
Like
it's
second
just-
generation rich, you know?
yeah,
The third generation would be even harder. Because
It'll
they
get
didn't
harder
grow up poor.
Because what do they say? Well, at some generation, it's the buck potentially is going to fall unless you're one of those global standard, you know, groups. Because it's like, what's that saying as well? The king who had to fight and earn his kingdom, usually it's lost by his son because his son got it through nepotism.
Yeah. It's like, I think a crazy percentage of people who win the lottery go broke within the next few years, right?
Now, see, I've thought about that, but I counter that one with I think most people don't understand how to manage more than 10 grand at a time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Especially if it's the first time you're seeing that kind of money.
Exactly. So I think that's a separate issue. But then that that also feeds into people in society and stuck in the wheel and getting pushed down. And then when that money comes in, it just fucking
Yes,
gone.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you got anything else you want to? I don't know.
Yeah, that was a good first episode back.
Yeah. First episode back.
You managed to dodge a bullet with the whole camera debacle.
Yeah, 100%. Oh man,
Yeah.
that was that. That didn't even. I just got sad.
Yeah. So if you
so
catch me
sad.
staring down, that's me making sure the camera's still on because it's fucked us up a couple times now. Yeah.
Touching on what you were going on before. So what would you do actually? Fuck that.
What's that?
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving.
With what? With my kid?
Yeah. What would you do?
I think sports is a big one. Maybe martial arts specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So they learn that you gotta work
Keeps
if
your
you want to
ego
get
in
better
check.
and you gotta.
Well, somewhat of your ego.
Yeah.
Well, at
Somewhat
least
of
maybe
your
not ego. Maybe it'll still just teach you there's people out there that can kick your ass and there's people out there that you can have great power over. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I think they just need to learn that all of this comes from like work and it just doesn't show up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's an education thing. And that's the thing too. If you're so busy where you're not even around your kids that much, that's where it becomes a real issue.
Yeah, see, now it just depends on what's your purpose or what are you doing at the time. I can understand with some men when they've got so much and they're probably not going to be around as much and it's probably not fair on the kid and he's probably not happy and stuff like that. But what has he or she built that they got to keep running?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, life is a give or take, I guess, huh?
Yeah. It's
You
like
gotta
Elon,
choose.
you can it's like people will turn around to some of these guys and be like, you should have been home for your kid more, right? But they won't say that to Elon. Because it's fucking Elon.
Yeah.
But they had their shit they were doing too.
Yeah.
And people that needed a paycheck from them and everything. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. I think that's probably the biggest shit in life is to raise a kid right.
Yeah, but isn't that one of the things where there's no perfect, they still don't have there's not a perfect playbook. I think there's things where you can't be too loose and you can't be a helicopter parent. And if you can find somewhere in the middle,
yeah, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be hard for me, bro.
Your kids are gonna come out with issues from your parenting, regardless, bro. They're gonna come out with things that they're like, you know what, they did that pretty shit. I'm gonna do that a bit better. They did that good, and I'm gonna keep that. You can't. I honestly don't think you will have a child that if they were to sit down and think back, wouldn't have
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because
I got times where I feel like my parents thought that I was lying about something, but they just weren't. I feel like they weren't trying to communicate with me enough, and I wasn't lying, and I got the punishment for it.
Yeah.
As a basic thing, I fucking hate that shit. Now to this day, if I'm telling the truth and you don't believe me, I struggled to keep my cool, man.
100%.
100%.
What I hated the most was if I asked for something or asked for permission to do something and they say no. And if I can't ask why, it just no means no. Like,
I got you. Yeah,
it's just because you live under my roof and it's a no. I fucking hated that. So I promised myself that if I have kids, I won't say no. I would reason with them and tell them why I say no.
That's nice, man. So my mate on the Gold Coast with his daughter, he does that too. He's like he
no means no.
No. He makes sure he has those
Why?
communication whys and stuff like that for her.
I think it's
he
important, man. As a
form her
kid,
own opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with the opinion, but that's the opinion. You know what I mean?
The other thing as well is I think if you just say no to it, the thing is kids are naturally going to test boundary because it's what they have to do to figure out where they are.
Where life is,
it's like you
how life
can't
works.
hate on a kid automatically for pushing a boundary, right? So if you just say no means no and you have no understanding of why there's a boundary there, you just got to fucking do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to find out how harsh that boundary is real quick because in your parents' eyes, they've already said no.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
That's how and it doesn't help me problem solve anything. Because it just makes me angry, like, you know what I mean? Because at least I know, if I know why I can't do it this time, maybe I won't ask in the future something similar to this.
I just got this flashback to a frustrated little baby rabbit sitting in the corner. Like, this motherfucker.
It's like, I'm getting out of here, I'm running away.
Oh, did you ever do that? I did that.
I never actually ran away, but
I never ran away.
Yeah.
I talk my shit though.
Yeah. In my mind.
Oh, bro, I remember this one day. I don't remember. I was young. I don't remember what had happened. Or I just my mind arrives in this scenario.
Yeah.
I'm in the back paddock near the back lockup gate. I'm pretty sure I got a bag with me.
Yeah.
Mrs. Potter is down there by the truck with my
Uh-huh.
mum and dad, and they,
Who's Mrs. Potter?
she is like they're like close family friends.
Okay.
You know, if I didn't have the godparents I have, she definitely would have been
Okay.
my godparent. So they all look up, and I just obviously been punished by something at this point.
Uh-huh.
And Dad goes, "The fuck are you doing out of your room?" And
Yeah.
I go, "I'm leaving." And I was trying to open the gate. And Dad started slowly walking up the hill, and I panicked, bro. And I just put the latch down, and I ran back inside, bro.
Yeah, your bag with you?
Hey,
You had your bag with you?
yeah, I can't remember. I'm gonna say no because I don't
okay,
remember
God.
putting a bag on
It'd be fucking hilarious if
when
you
I
did.
left.
Like, oh my god. As
Yeah.
a kid,
I don't remember what happened on either side of that.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood though.
I have some very clear memories, but you know what? Even my high school and early army's fractured.
Yeah. I guess that's how memory works. Huh?
Yeah. Better spark that up, bro. Yeah, that is. Actually, do you reckon? Do you reckon
Or is
do you reckon drug use, ADHD, and just getting hit in
That's
the
what
head?
I'm saying. I don't know.
Just, dude, because I'll be home and my mates will be like, "Oh, remember this and this," and
I'll be like, no. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Be like, no.
When people say they remember this story from his childhood, I barely have any stories from my childhood.
I've got a few, but I'm lucky.
I've got one hand probably.
Yeah. I've got-
Maximum 2 hands.
Yeah, we're talking about early childhood, yeah?
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah.
I've got a really, and you know what? If I was to try and fish for more, there'd just be half a second flash.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know nothing.
So I don't know if that's actually an existing memory.
Or it's something you made up. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, your mind does make some
Yeah.
shit up, especially to like heal some shit
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've definitely, you know, I even repress things as a late teen that I get a memory of something. So I'm to 18, 19 and I'll get a memory of something and I'll be like, holy shit. I'm like, and I'll like, that did fucking happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll be like, I haven't even thought. And it could have been when I did some wrong, or it could have been some wrong happening to me or a fucked up situation. And I've just, men are good at compartmentalizing, bro. I just bury that shit.
Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, as a young adult as well, like 20, 21s, I barely remember anything as well.
Right, yeah, I was blacked out.
That's probably why I blacked out.
I was gymming and drinking. And
Early 20s?
yeah. No, yeah, late teens, early
Yeah.
20s.
I was-
Gymming, drinking,
Yeah.
drugs.
Drinking and eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you do it and then you just move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I
At
mean?
least, yeah.
You see a lot of these cats, I do have an addictive personality, only downers though, thank God. You see some of these cats though,
Yeah.
where they won't do anything. They'll be a saint and then some shit will happen and they'll go down the rabbit hole in their 35 or whatever and they don't fucking come back, bro.
Yeah.
It's not cute when you're 40 and you've got a drug addiction.
Yeah, 100%. It's not good at all.
Or that's heavy. Or it's not cute when you're 40 and you're going out every weekend and you pop a cap or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that time is gone.
Do you think everyone has an addictive personality?
I think here you go. I think society is pushing people more to be addicted to certain, like to get that dopamine hit from those lower level things.
Yeah. Even just scrolling on your phone, that's dopamine.
Yeah. Food, fast food, ordering it from even because all right. So here's the double whammy, bro. Eating your fast food is a dopamine hit. Buying something, paying for something is a dopamine hit. Oh yeah, and the whole online thing is the third one. Going on looking for it. So that's if you order food, that's 3.
Right.
You get hit 3 times from that
If
shit, bro.
Even the Uber Eats app.
Yep. You get hit
Right.
3 times from that shit, in my understanding. Okay?
Got you.
So it's like a
No, but that's what I heard though. Like you shouldn't be on your phone. I think the first hour before and after you fall asleep, because it rewires your brain to find that dopamine hit.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. You know what, bro? I honestly believe all that and these things that they say on things, but I honestly feel like a lot of the time it's when you're in a lower state of mind or being.
Yeah.
Because when I'm on my shit, I'm tired at the moment. I just and I've got like diagnosed like
ADHD?
mental break. No.
What?
Mental blanked on it. Insomnia. I'm an
Oh, okay,
insomniac, bro.
insomnia. Okay,
Since fucking childhood.
Mm.
And I'll just be like, not like that, but I'll be like, I've got to go to sleep now.
Got you.
I've got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing as well with the things?
What constitutes an insomniac? Like,
there's different. You've got different grades. There's some out there that are like really bad, man. Like I feel for them.
they can't sleep at
They
all.
can't fucking sleep, bro.
So when do they sleep?
They've got to have like drugs, man.
Oh.
And their sleep is very minimal.
Got you.
Yeah. But your body learns to. there's a book I want to read on sleep, and I can't remember what doctor it's written by right now, because I actually want to find out if you're an insomniac, like a natural insomniac, and your body gets conditioned to a certain way, does that reduce your lifespan, or does it not necessarily affect you as if someone was to get, say, insomnia, if they were to become an insomniac through a traumatic experience later in life, and then they would fucking be stuck. They were like that.
I'd have to get, if I
Because
were
you
to
can
guess,
get it. You can become an insomniac.
Got you.
And you can, as you were saying, like you can train your brain for fucked up sleep patterns.
Yeah. I'd have to guess that it still affects you though.
Yeah.
Regardless of the cause, I
the
think.
human brain's just not.
Yeah, I think you just need your sleep, man.
Yeah. There's a whole science to it that I'm not familiar with, but I want to read that book called Sleep, and I don't know what doctor it's
Yeah, the
by.
guy went on the Joe Rogan's podcast, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The British guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 But where were we before that, bro?
Anyways, I think we should.
Yeah, it's probably wrap it up.
So nice talking to you, Kev. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, man.
Probably
it's
like
been
more than a month that we
it's
haven't
been more
recorded.
than a month. Yeah. So we're gonna put this out, and we're just gonna get back in the flow of things. And I'm really keen to get up on our new content and stuff like that.
Yep. We're thinking of upscaling soon though.
Yeah,
So
upscaling and changing.
we've got some
content.
things planned.
Oh, I'm excited, man.
Oos.
I don't care if you lot don't like it either. I'm gonna like
Nice
it.
to be back, people. See ya.
Yeah, take.
Ask her honestly if she thinks I should give up. I can't walk on water. If I run, I think I'll slip up. Always falling down, I hit a bump and take a trip up. I'll just say I'm sober now, that's if they ask. Sucking up bills, just doing that shit like what if I will? So what if I will? Got rolled